It's Friday, week 20, sunny. I've had a box art back, well, a photo of a box art back from Aythami Alonso, not to be confused with Alfonso of Banshee. It's feeling good. I've got my labels printed. It's part one. I've got photos, which I've looked at, which is part two. And I had a week off, so it's good to be back. I've got this back, which is good because then I can do things like, yeah, I need to work out how to. No, I'm joking. Right, yep, I'll see you in there.
Whoosh, up show.
I'm back. Yeah, well, sometimes a week off is all you need. Haven't painted though. I've not done anything in that regard. But what I have done is I've started, not me personally. I've got one model and two models. They're going to one's going to ship in August, and then the other one is dependent on when Al finishes his box art. So I should probably give him some form of date that I want to release. But that what can you do? And then third is there's one in progress by Valentine, Mr. Zach. I think it's Valentine Zach. I actually don't know which is the surname because Zach sounds very much like a first name, and Valentine sounds like a surname. And maybe in France they swap the names. Honestly, I do not know. But I'm excited by that one a lot. It's one of my more humorous, probably the only humorous one I've actually got. I think the rest are all like quite serious. So this is quite cool. I might get a third one and put it over there, and then I can go push, push, push. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the work, and I'm enjoying the concept and the idea of being able to paint that one day. So today we have a very good selection, I would say, I think, of models. Yeah, and hold on, what we're doing? Is it a podcast? That's right. How's your week been? That would actually be. I realise I asked that with a bit of almost sighing, but that would actually. It was more because I was like, is it something anybody cares to answer? I don't know. However, I did enjoy the comment very, very much. Did I enjoy it? I quite legitimately laughed out loud because I read it straight away. The comment that was, hold on, now. Well, I can read it. I mean, you can read it as well, but oh wait, oh shit, didn't work. Oh no, it's not working. Came back, I got it. So yeah, this is probably why he feels this way. So you're an odd dude, right? Which in itself is a compliment. But in certain contexts, it can be a backhanded compliment. At first, I found it really annoying, right? And I was like, oh, here we go. Come on then, tell me how much you like me now. And then, but after a few weeks, that's weeks, he's watched for weeks, or she, I think it was a guy, you're still annoying. So that was like a little bit of a bombshell. And I thought, do you know what? You've got me, because you reeled me in. First of all, you go with the compliment, then you go with the insult, and then you're expecting the full on, I love you, you're so great, just everything about you is brilliant. But no, he slaps you in the face. So I laughed. I genuinely laughed. And then it got even better because he said, but I'm still here watching. Go figure. So, and my initial reply, except somebody else replied and said, sounds like you fancy him. But the initial reply I had was, oh shit, I've forgotten now. Blah, blah, blah. If anyone knows that. I was like, yeah, right. So obviously, who's really winning? Because I'm getting the views and you're getting annoyed. But that was worth bringing up, I do believe. So we are now only 4 minutes. That's only 4.5 minutes of me talking this much. But yeah, how is everyone's week going? Did you paint much? Did you sculpt much? Did you green stuff much? Or did you do what I did, which was pack boxes, which was actually just an excuse to not paint. However, having seen the box art from a now, Aythami, they both begin with A. I struggle with that. yeah, I have to say I'm slightly more. I'm excited actually to paint my own models. Now the Elder project is still going on. I haven't painted any Elder models, but I've sourced some new trees. And I need to scan all of. Hold on, is it that way? All of these and send them to the potential terrain makers. And I've not actually spoken to them in like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, which is like when I initially did it, which is slightly, in some capacity worrying. Worrying is not the right word. Discontent. No, it's not the right word. Annoying, actually, is probably the right word. Slightly annoying. So, normal week. Let's do this. So, why are we back with Craftworld? Because they're talented. I'm assuming this is possibly the third, certainly the second week in a row that I've featured them, and it's slightly embarrassing, but also kudos because they're producing stuff that makes me want to feature them and talk about them. And by God, for some reason I like it. I think it's the tones, the palettes. They're in no way regular and don't follow physics, and that's what I like. I think it's much more of an art feeling that I get from it. But this specific one, like I was trying to work out how this technique is done, that kind of layering on the breast or the chest plate, and I guess the knee and the arm. Anyway, there's armor, because it kind of feels like watercolor. So I initially thought, right, so they're using acrylics and they're watering it down, but whenever I water shit down, and it really looks like that to me. Whenever I water it down, it gets too watery, right? So then you get like slight pooling. So then I thought, so they've layered, but it can't. Well, it could be layered. I have no idea. If anybody knows, it would be great. But however it's done, I love it. Yeah, I really like the colors, obviously, because I said that already. And the technique that's on this armor is fucking brilliant. So, could I sleep with a model? Yes. Would I? Absolutely not. It's probably the other way around, actually, that whole statement. But I like this. I like it. I do indeed. And I'm not sure who it's by. Apologies. You'll also notice that I've gotten lazy and I'm not putting the names on this. So this is by Craftworld. Everything will be in the description. And I realised last week, I basically just... It was too much to have to get the show ready. And I was just like... I was like... And so I didn't. So now I just thought, F that. I'm just not going to do the stuff that I really don't want to do. Which meant not tagging and editing every single image in a virtual machine because I'm on Linux, which couldn't find a good editor in GIMP I don't like. So, yeah, right. So, hold your horses. Look at that. It's got a little weird face shape. So I got something else ready. See, this is a new Kickstarter by, now I wish I wrote the names, actually. That is a really good point because I won't have the names and I'll pronounce them and no one will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is by Faffaele, Stumpo. Basically, the green stuff, basically probably the best in the world at green. God, green stuff god, not he is a god. Explain that really, but and this is one of the models from there. And I wanted to include this one, which I'll go to the Kickstarter as well, but basically to show the process. Because I think that concept's mental. Like, if someone showed me, I'd be like, no one should attempt to build that because that's going to be too difficult. But sure enough, the boy Stumpo, it's Italian, I think. I've spoken to him enough times to surely I should know his nationality. But yeah, I mean, inherently it's evil, so obviously there's some barriers of entry for me. But there was one model I really did like really liked, and that was now I was supposed to show you and so this is the Kickstarter. I'll share the link if you like the models. It's basically one package. You get all the models, right? So he's like I suppose an independent guy. He's done a few Kickstarters before, and the Sloth was the one that it really, maybe possibly because of it's got some cloak, and I don't know. I just think it's a cool concept, honestly. And it's 55mm, but I don't think the scale is 55mm. I feel like the scale is still 28, but I'm not actually sure. I don't know, man, but I want to paint this model. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he does the painting because I know he's a very, very good painter. And yeah, when I saw it in resin, I was like, right, I'm in. Fucking in. Yeah, and then you've got the Gluttony, the fat bastard, who's actually doing all right for a fat guy. But I'd definitely say you could use this in a Chaos Army, for sure, these models, right? Because in a way, he's got sort of reminiscence of a Chaos Space Marine. But yeah, I am impressed by the sculpting. I'll be honest, it's more impressive when you see the green, I guess. Oh, what was that? Got an email. And then you have Rat. He's just an angry guy, isn't he? Sitting on well, I guess a tree or something. I don't know if that's meant to be a full-size tree. I don't think it is. Yeah, basically. Think. Okay, well, there's the scale. That's not the scale, sorry. That's just the size. Oh, we got more. Oh my god, didn't see these. Oh, I might have to upgrade my pledge. That looks quite cool. All right, there's loads. Oh, I see. And he's not sculpted them yet. He's waiting for the. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, well, basically, if you so desire, it's not that expensive in my opinion, and you get 3 quite large models. Just have a little look. Have a look. The link's there. And he is a very good sculptor. So number 3, Marc Masclans. Yeah, I'm really enjoying pretty much all of Mark's work for the last, I don't know, year maybe. That's not to say I didn't enjoy it before, but something for me has clicked a lot more where I feel a lot more towards it. And I think it's there's slightly more saturation in his work, but I don't know if that's the real reason. Only Mark knows. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say really. Not much, yeah. I like it a lot. It's good skin. It's good helmet. It's good material. It's good hands. It's good eyes. It's good teeth. Good nostrils. Good gums. Good necklace. Good good brooch. Good ears. Good everything, really. Now this model is by. It's by JG. Why did I shout that? Sorry, everyone. JG Miniature Painter, who is a painter. And it's called Cancer, this model, which is not the very bad thing that you get and when your body shuts down. No, it's the cancer of star signs. I believe they're called star signs. Are they star signs? Basically, if you're born in November or some part of November, you're a Scorpio. That kind of thing. Or a Virgo. Or a Virgio. Gergio? I don't know. Who knows? Someone definitely knows. I don't know. By Yed Hardio Yedharo models. Anyway, it's in the description. So I mean, this is basically a cross between a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, a Zealot from StarCraft, the Tick from the comics. I actually really like it. I think the model and the concept and the painting. I mean, fucking hell, the painting. It's given me a few ideas because I always wanted to paint my dragon turquoise, right? And I could not find a complementary color for it. Now, blue and red, it works really well, and it might be because they're similar values, and they're not too contrasting. Which is why you've got the yellows, right, to contrast the blues. And then you have the green, which is a contrast of yellow. So, I mean, the color palette I think works phenomenally well. And he looks tough, slightly angry. You know, I mean, you would be angry. Probably it wasn't his choice to be on this world fighting, unless he's like a pin-up model and he's actually just posing for like a still life artwork or something. Because we don't actually know he's in battle, do we? We just assume because he's got battle axes and battle armor. But he could be on a film of a set. It could be make believe. He could be a human in a you know, a costume or a film or a short play. It'd be weird to go that much effort for a play, but you know, sometimes those things happen, I guess, in certain things. I imagine though it is just a different species, and he's on a planet and he's in battle, or he's about to go to battle, or he's finished a battle. Something battle related. Anyway, I like the model more than I thought I would, and that's weird because I hadn't seen it. So as soon as I saw it, I liked it. But like, in terms of things that I normally go for, if you know what I mean. So, and we have a different view, and I thought that was brilliant as well, like really good. I'm not sure how much of that texturing is actually painted, but I think all of it on the cloak. It's also weird that he has a half functional coat, kind of goes over his shoulder and cut down the back, but it's cool. It's very cool. Thus leads us on to the 5th member of our thing, and he is called Chris Sure, and he is a painter. Chris Sure Miniature Art from Instagram, and this model is called Khaegar. Khaegar, something like that. Why am I leaning in? Mental. Oh wow, it's 330. From Nocturna Models. Now I have to admit, I thought this was a converted Smaug from Forge World. The face looks so much like Smaug, but I knew the body wasn't. And the scene is obviously he is Smaug, right? So I guess that's why, well, the head reminded me of it, but I believe it's not at all. But it's so well painted and so well done. So I'm jealous of you, Krish. Krish, I nearly called you. Mostly because I would love to have this ability, and maybe I do, and I don't know how, but I don't think I do. But irrespective, it's well, I'd like to see it in person. It's a joy to see that it's been done to this quality and this caliber, with a base that well as well. It's very nice. Thank you. Who am I saying thanks to? I think to Chris. No, not to anyone else. And I think that is the end of that part of that journey. And now we will jump. You see how I've gone quieter? Now we will jump to the box art. So I shared a sneak peek, I believe, of the dragon from my latest bust that will come out for Dragonhead models. A month ago, maybe, I don't know. And that planned release is August the 1st. I just have to work out like how to do a release that's not shit, and like, do I want to do any special offers, and what's the price? I haven't thought about any of that stuff, which has been quite nice actually, to not have to worry about it. Which is weird because I know I'm going to have to worry about it, but I didn't. So I'll just show it, or will I? The other video I'm recording now, which is like how to build a model, I've watched some of it back and it's boring, so I'm gonna have to re-record some of it. But it is like over an hour long, so you're gonna get a lot of information, more than you want, on how to build a model. But it covers all this stuff in detail. I mean, really, I should just do the whole thing again. But this is the box art. Woo, woo. And I'm releasing this dragon separately as well, so you will be able to buy it exactly like this to paint it if you so desire. But I mean, it makes sense that these guys are talented, the top echelon of the, in the world. But knowing me, I have to share my stuff because I get too excited and I can't sit on it forever, and I totally should, but I don't. So yeah, essentially blues and reds, and purples and yellows, and I just think it's an amazing job. So yeah, I don't have much more to say. I don't need to say much more. Just enjoy the photos. If you do have any questions, what have I got here? Oh, the back view, very nice. And then we've probably got that. Oh, the front view in black. And then we've probably got a close up of the face with black view. Oh, there you go. That's what I was waiting for. We've seen all the views, and you know what it's about now. I'm looking forward to painting this, actually. I think that might be what I do now while I wait for the terrain from Elder. I won't paint the girl because there's skin and that terrifies me, but painting a dragon, an anatomical bust of a dragon, I think is legitimately good. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Check out the Kickstarter again. I think it's worth doing. A lot of love went into that, and see if you like them and back them possibly. And obviously, comments galore. You know, the more, even if it's like slightly abusive, I'm okay with that. I think any interaction is better than no interaction. And you know, if you made it this far, which is 20 minutes 32 seconds from that moment just before, then you know you've got something to fucking say. Just be like, yeah, I painted a warlock this week. I don't like painting. You are a twat. Anything. Maybe not politics. They bore me. But anything like otherwise. Struck up a good conversation. And Remain, I really need to reply. I basically I had like a switch off for 2 weeks from the hobby. And now I'm back, so I'm going to reply. And I love you as much as someone who doesn't know any of you can for watching. 300 people watch roughly an episode, which is crazy. I imagine it's like the same 30 people who watch it 10 times because maybe they accidentally leave it on and then they reboot their PC and then Chrome will open again and then I'll get another view. But who knows? Honestly, I don't even know what to do for the thumbnail. So, thank you guys. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Where's that from?